Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drutube, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. You've been working so hard, you didn't even recognize your level up. All the good you desire is on its way to you. Let's get right into it. You've been working so hard, you didn't even recognize your level up. You're the kind of person that will save money and just put some away, put some away, put some away, and then boom, before you realize it from not touching it, you got a whole little stack just chilling there. That's you. You have been working so hard, you didn't even recognize your level up. All the good you desire is on its way to you. You have a lot of good things that are on their way to you. You've been working extremely hard. You have been staying focused. You've been staying down. You haven't been doing what everybody else is doing. You haven't been buying what everybody else is buying. All right. You have been working towards what it is you want to be. You've been keeping your attention on where it needs to be. You're not worried about all the people who are being talked about, who's doing this, who's doing that, what scandals is currently taking place. You aren't worried about celebrities. You aren't worried about the things that are going on in everybody else's life. You're more concerned about the things that are taking place in your own life. You want to make an impact in your life. Not that you don't care about other people. Not that you want anything bad to happen to them or them to experience anything that's not good. It's just that what good is that going to do you to focus on what's happening in somebody else's life that's already successful, that's already where they want to be? I know you can't escape it, and you're going to be faced with it sooner or later because you know it's everywhere. You turn on the TV, you see it, you look at your phone, you see it, you turn on your car, you hear the radio, you hear it. They're putting a lot of the same images and information and news out there for people to consume and for people to be consumed by. All right. But you've been working so hard, you didn't even recognize your level up. You have passed previous levels. You have passed previous positions in life that you no longer want for yourself. All right. You are no longer where you didn't want to be. You no longer have to do certain things that you don't want to do. And life has just kind of passed you by. Not in a bad way, though, but in a good way. You want life to pass you by in a good way. You want to be so focused on your work, not that you miss out on life, not that you don't experience life, but you want to be putting in so much work that time just seems to pass you by to where it's like, oh, wow, I've been putting in work and I haven't even considered where I'm actually going to get, as far as being anxious and thinking it can't be possible. Some people will worry themselves into the grave over where they're about to go or what they're about to become. It's like, oh, okay, I know I'm working on this. I want it to happen now. You're not the type of person that wants it to happen now. You're patient. You know that if you keep working, that sooner or later, that work is going to pay off. And that's exactly what happened. That work has paid off. You didn't look at how much work you were putting in. You just stayed consistent, put in the same amount of work every day, and made sure that you laid your brick, made sure that you did enough, made sure that you put in a certain amount each and every day. Some days more than others, but you're not going to let a day pass by without you doing what it is you need to do to get to where you want to go. And I know you want to go somewhere. We all are trying to get somewhere. We all want to go somewhere. We all want success. We all want a better life. Everybody wants a better life than they have right now, even the people who are successful. So it's good to have gratitude and to be able to keep yourself in check, because you want to be grateful for the good things that you already have. So that way, when you do get good things, better things, you'll be able to appreciate them And I understand wanting infinite and wanting all that you can get, but you don't want to have yourself to the point to where you're not satisfied or you're not appreciative of the level of success you do reach. So keep working hard. People who work hard, they don't focus on what's going on around them. They don't care what's happening in other people's lives. They're not concerned about who's dating who's just got locked up, who, unfortunately, God forbid, somebody who got murked today. Like, people that want to do something with their life, they're not worried about what the news is saying. They're not worried about what the masses, a general public is saying. They're keeping their mind focused on a worthy ideal and putting in a certain amount of work ethic into that worthy ideal each and every day. It's got to be something that you do and put in enough work on. It doesn't have to be something you do every day, but there are some people who, have to do what they have to do every day. So this video is for everybody. Some people may be doing what they have to do 3 days a week, 1 day a week, once a month, whatever, however you got to do it, however you got your thing hooked up. Just make sure you're doing it. All right. That's all you have to do. Make sure that you're doing it. Make sure that time's not passing you by and life's not passing you by without you working towards something. You want to be working towards something and not just having days pass by. You want to be laying a brick in a certain area of your life. Okay, I laid my brick. Okay, I did something positive. Okay, I'm working towards achieving this goal. Okay, I have this idea in my mind and I'm taking steps to create it and bring it into reality each and every day. Some people, they're hungry. Some people, they want to work on it now. Some people, they have to have it now. So instead of being anxious and just sitting there saying, I have to have it now, they take that energy and they turn it into hard work. They turn it into self-improvement. They turn it into perfecting their craft. They turn it into honing their energy so that way they can stay focused, stay consistent, and stay grateful, and also continue to keep a level head while working towards things that they want, knowing that they're going to have it. And you watching this video, you have been working so hard, you didn't even recognize your level up. You're the type of person that will just work hard and go hard each and every day. And by the time at the end of the year turns around, you look up, you have accomplished all these goals, you have achieved all the achievements, you've done everything you set out to do for this year, and now you feel confident and ready and prepared for the next year. Not fast forwarding into time, not trying to create anxiety for anyone, not trying to take anybody out the present moment, but you need to be doing something right now, presently, today, after this video. Even if you're doing it during this video, maybe you watch me while you work out, maybe you watch me while you paint, you draw, you cook, whatever it is that you're doing, that you're allowing this video to motivate you for. Make sure you keep doing it. And make sure that you go hard. All right. Make sure you want to be able to go so hard that you don't even recognize the amount of work that you put in. I'm going so hard and became successful by accident. I didn't even know. That's how much work you want to be doing, that you become successful without even trying. Not that you're not trying, but you want to be putting in enough work to where without a doubt, something good is going to come from it. And that's really all I'm saying. I know I put it in a fancy way, but you want to be able to do enough work to where you look up one day and you know without a doubt that success is coming, success is here, success is near. All right. Success is around the corner. You want to know that you're putting in enough work to where something is going to come from what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. You want to be able to do something each and every day that means something, not just something to where you could say, hey, I did this, I'm doing something. No, you want to be able to do something that has meaning, that gives meaning. All right, something that's meaningful, something that's actually going to do something for you and take you somewhere, not just to do something just to be doing it. Not so you could just be, hey, I do this. Hey, I'm doing that. No, you want to do it. You want to get things done. You want to be a doer. You don't want to just be a talker. You don't want to just look like someone that does something. You want to actually be someone that has concrete evidence of the things that they've done and the things that they do. That's what you want. You want to work so hard that people look at you and they could tell that that's somebody that worked to get what they want. That's somebody that believed in themselves and their ability to get what they want. That's how hard you want to work. You want to work hard. You got to go hard. You got to believe in yourself. You got to do all those things. You got to do all the crazy things that people see as too much. You got to do all the crazy things that people don't want to take the time and effort to do. All right. People pretty much have the same amount people have the same chance when it comes to becoming successful. There's no amount of chance that anybody has greater than anyone else. They may know some people and that may give them a leg up. They may be in a certain area and that may give them a leg up, but success is not dictated to who you know or where you're at. All right, or what you know. Success is dictated to what you're willing to learn, what you're willing to do, where you're willing to see yourself, where you're willing to put yourself, what you're willing to sacrifice. That's what success has to do with the sacrifices that you'll make, the time that you'll put towards certain things. All right, what you're willing to do during this time period, even though if it's something that you don't want to do. Success is for people who are willing to do the things today that others aren't willing to do. And that way tomorrow they'll have the things that others aren't willing to have. They aren't willing to have it because they aren't willing to do it. You are willing to do it. You are willing to put in a certain amount of work. And that's why before you even knew it, you were going to become successful. Before you even knew it, success was knocking at your door. Before you even knew it, something good was going to happen because you didn't let time pass you by. You didn't let days pass you by. You made a conscious decision to get up and do something every single day, or however many days you did it, or however long you had to do it for. You made that decision, and now it's going to be something that comes from it for you because you chose to, because that was the decision that you chose. People that make a decision, it's going to have an impact on their life regardless of whether it be positive or not. So you might as well make a positive decision so that way you can have a positive outcome. There's people having outcomes all the time. Some are negative, some are positive. It's just that you want more positive outcomes than negative ones. You can't escape having negative outcomes, but it's not like you should go looking for them. It's not like you should go creating them for yourself. It's not like you should purposely do something to have a negative experience. That's called working backwards. That's hustling backwards. That's called losing. You don't want to do something that's going to put you in a situation to where things aren't going to work out the best way they possibly could. You want to put yourself in a situation to where things are going to work out the best way they possibly could because that's what you chose, that's what you saw, and that's the path that you took. You want to take paths that lead you in a direction to where you want to go, and working on what you want to work on, working towards what it is you want to become, working towards having what it is you want to have. Those are things that's going to benefit you and better your life. And over time, you're going to start to see an increase in your life and finances and success and all the good things that come with that, because that's what naturally happens to people that work towards becoming successful. There's things that come with it. That's the lifestyle. People want a certain lifestyle, but you have to work towards it. It's not just going to come to you. It's not just going to magically appear in your face. It's not just going to come knock, knock, knock on your door unless you knock, knock, knock first and open the door and let it in. You have to do something to be able to create something. All right, you have to do something to be able to create something in your life. Realities don't create themselves, people do. So whatever it is that you want, you put in that work to get it. And that's what's happening for you. All right, you have been working hard. You haven't worried about how long it was going to take. You weren't worried about how much time it was going to take. You weren't worried about all the things you were going to have to do to get it. You just sat down and said, you know what, this is what I want to do. I'm putting my time and energy into this. I'm going to focus on this and I can do this. Even when you don't feel like doing something, you have to do it. Successful people, they hate to do stuff just like everybody else. It's just that they force themselves, you know what, instead of watching TV, I'm going to go do this. Instead of eating that, I'm going to go eat this. Instead of staying in and sleeping, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go do that. Successful people have trained their mind to do the things that they hate to do. Everybody has things that they hate to do, but successful people, they hate it, but they actually go do it because they realize the benefit of doing the things that they hate to do. Other people who don't become successful, they don't realize the benefit behind doing the things they hate to do because they don't have a goal. They don't have anything that they're setting out to achieve. And when someone has something to set out, when someone sets out in their mind that they're going to achieve a said thing, they're going to do whatever it is they have to do to achieve that said thing. Waking up early, going to bed early, using their time when it for what it is they don't want to do when they have something that they rather do. That's what successful people do. They make sacrifices. I know I'd rather do this. I know I want to do this. I know I love to do this, but it's going to benefit me more if I take care of this business real quick, if I do this work real fast, because if I can get this done and I can get this out the way, then I can have the rest of the day to do what I want. Then I can have all this other time to do what I want. I could possibly even have some other time to do some more research or look some things up or learn some more or study some more or maybe go work out or exercise or go prepare some food or go, study something, go educate myself, something, or even if it's just time to relax, I can just go do that. But I won't have to worry. People who try to relax, that procrastinate, they can't even relax. So it's like even if you do procrastinate, even if you know what, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll set this off for next week, I'll do it later, you can't even enjoy yourself when you told yourself, yo, I'm going to do this, but when you put it off, there you can't even enjoy the time that you go do something else. It's like, yo, I'm going to, maybe you don't see it as procrastinating. Maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to go do this later. If you really want it bad enough, you're not even going to be able to enjoy yourself because it's going to be eating you alive, because it's like, yo, I know I was supposed to do this. I know I didn't do that. There's somebody that's outworking me. There's someone that's out grinding me. There's someone that is actually doing the things that I said I was going to do and didn't do it. You want to be that person that puts in so much work to where you can honestly say to yourself, I am a person that tells themselves they're going to do something and I go do it. That's what you want. You want to be you want to be the person that sets out a goal list for today. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and you do each and everything that you set out to do. And if you have a whole day of that, a whole week of that, a whole month of that, you're turning into a vital force to be messed with. There's nobody that's going to be able to mess with you and what it is you do because of just how much time and energy you put into it. And that's how people become an expert at what it is they want to do. And if you want to be successful, if you want to be the best, if you want to be the greatest at what it is you do, you got to become an expert. And you have to take that time and use it to become an expert. And you can't play around with that. Otherwise, you're going to waste time. You're going to still be in the same spot from week to week and month to month and year to year. And you're going to show no progress. This is why people go through life and don't show any progress, because they're not making the proper sacrifices. They're not doing things they told themselves they were going to do. And they're not doing the things that they hate to do. In order to live a life you love, you got to give up something. You got to go through the I hate this, I hate doing this. You got to accept the things that you don't want to do. Even if you tell yourself I hate this, still go do it anyway, because the reward is going to be that much greater if you compile a whole bunch of hours of doing something you hate to do just so you can sacrifice and learn and end up eventually doing something you love to do. Your life is going to change immensely. Your life is going to change for the better. Your life will change forever. All right. All you have to do is take that a little bit amount of time. I guarantee a week of that and your life will change forever. 3 days of that and you'll never want to go back. 3 days of doing what you tell yourself you're going to do. 3 days of doing something that you hate and getting through it and fighting through it mentally, staying still. It takes more muscles to stay still and focus than it does to move around. You've been working so hard you didn't even recognize it. All right, your level up, you didn't even see it. You didn't even see yourself level up. All the good you desire is on the way. Everything that you want is on its way to you right now. Everything that you want to be, do, and have is on its way to you right now. Are you willing to make the sacrifices? Are you willing to take that time where you could do something that you love to do, but instead do something that you hate? That's what success is all about. Taking your time, doing something that you hate to do, doing something that sucks, doing something that you dread, and taking that little bit of time, doing it early in the morning, doing it at the beginning of your day, getting it out of the way so that way you can have the rest of the day to do what it is you want is the most accomplishing, fulfilling feeling in the world, especially when you can do it on your own time, on your own pay, with your own check. It's the best thing. That's why it's good to put in overtime so that way you can create something for yourself. You could do something for yourself. You could have something for yourself. Do the things you tell yourself you're going to do. Do the things that you set out to do for the day. Don't waste time. Don't play yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't BS yourself. Get what you told yourself you were going to do done so that way you can feel good. Get you want those feelings of accomplishment. Don't go to sleep. Don't end your day. Don't go throughout your day without having some feelings of accomplishment that are accessible to you. You got to have some feelings of accomplishment. You have to want to accomplish something. This is life. You only get one. You want to be accomplishing something day to day that's going to lead up eventually to a greater goal for you. So that way you can have a greater life experience. People see people who are successful, living their life, living their dream, having all this money, all these cars, houses, going on vacations, all these things, but they don't realize that this person has spent a lot of hours, all right, during those 24 hours, plenty hours doing something that they hate. And that's why they're able to spend time doing things that they love, buying things, going places, eating the best foods, having the best doctors and health and success and everything that they can imagine because they put in enough hours, they put in enough time to create it and make it real for themselves. And that's what you can do. You can take the amount of time throughout your day and create what it is you want in your life. Even if you haven't made it yet, you'll be able to acquire so much wisdom and knowledge and understanding just from the attempt. You may not even be successful yet. You may not be successful when you want to be with what you're working on yet, but the amount of time and effort you put in will teach you something. Discipline and doing what you told yourself you were going to do will teach you something. Doing something that you hate to do is going to teach you something. And just because you may not have the wealth or riches in the form of your success, you'll have success and wealth and riches from learning the process alone of just doing something and keeping it up and staying consistent and keeping your word to yourself and making sure you do what you told yourself you were going to do, keeping your word to yourself, keeping it real with yourself, not lying or bullishing yourself. The worst person you could bull stuff is the person that you look in the mirror. And once people break out of that spell of BSing themselves, feeling too tired, telling themselves they don't have enough energy, telling themselves that put it off until tomorrow, all these things that are never going to come or never going to help you become successful, never help you get to where you need to go. You got to put all those things off and you got to put that off to the side. You have to be the person that puts in so much work that you're about to drop dead on the day that you have to take a break because like you physically have to, because all the effort and all the work you've been putting in, you're about to fry. Your brain's about to be fried. So it's like, you know what? Let me just take a chill pill. Let me relax for the day so that way I could get back to going in and going hard. When you go hard and you go in, you got to give yourself a break. But you don't just put things off and you don't take a break to procrastinate. All right. When you go hard, you have to take a break, but you don't take a break to procrastinate. You might do something for 15 minutes that day or a half hour or just an hour and put it down and then that's it. But you want to be working so hard that you don't even recognize that success is there. You want to be working so hard that the success, it doesn't even mean anything to you. You're grateful for it, you're appreciative of it, but you have farther to go. You have more ground to cover. There's more things that you want to do because you realize there's more things you're here to do. You want to work so hard that you didn't even recognize your level up. and you've been leveling up and leveling up and leveling up to the point to where you get to the level that you want to be at. And that is success. That is success. Working hard, grinding it out, staying consistent, reaching different levels of success, and finally getting to a place to where you want to be. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the share button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and light. We out.